my name's Ayla, welcome to my channel. Before I start, if you're wondering why I look so wild, it's because I've just done my first ever makeup tutorial, Amy Lee makeup recreation, which was from her Kerrang magazine interview recently. If you're watching this video in a few years time, it was 2018. If you would like to watch that, click that card. This is video 2 in my 3-part Q&A. It has 10 questions and these are our fun questions, our hypothetical questions, ones we can have a giggle and a laugh with. So we'll get into it. Ooh, I would sound really shallow here, but I would wish for unlimited amounts of money. Money can't buy you happiness, it can't, but what it can buy you is peace of mind. Anyone who says it can't is lying. I would want to be in the situation I'm in now, where I found my husband and got married and all of that before money, but then I'd want the money, because life's hard. It's hard when you're worried about what if the dog gets sick or what if the car breaks, and then you've got these big bills to pay. So I would wish for money. I would wish that I could still ride horses, because I would love to be able to still ride horses. And I don't know what I would wish for as a third wish. I don't know, there's nothing else I would want. Being able to ride horses and the money would cover it, because money would make me able to do all the things I want to do for the people I love. So probably just, as Miss USA as it sounds, probably just wish that everybody in the world got one wish. Because I couldn't really think of any better use of a wish. Oh, what 5 things do I like about myself? I like my hair. I love my hair, as wild as it is. This is all natural, by the way. There's been no teasing, no nothing. This is just wash it and let it dry naturally. I love my hair. I love my eyes. I always get compliments about my eyes, and I love my eyes. I love my nose. It wasn't something that I really thought too much about until I got older, and then realised how many people hate their nose. I love my nose. I love that I'm musically talented. I love that not only can I listen to music and enjoy it, but that I actually am able to play music and pick up instruments quite easily, and pick up singing quite easy and things like that. So I love that I'm musically talented. And along a similar line, I also love that I'm intelligent. I love that I'm intelligent for a reason that my family, my one side of my family, have spent their entire life telling me how I shouldn't be a stay-at-home mom and how much I'm wasting my brain, and there's people in the world who wish they could be lawyers and they can't because, you know, they're not smart enough and all the rest of it. That's great, that's wonderful, and I feel sorry for the people who want to do things and they struggle to do them, but my intelligence gave me a choice. I was able to choose between what I wanted to do, if I wanted a career or if I didn't, and I decided I didn't want a career. But I also like the fact that because I don't have a career, because I say I'm a stay-at-home mom, people just assume that I'm probably not very good at things, and I'm an A and A-star student, so, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't assume that all stay-at-home parents are, you know, unintelligent. They might surprise you. What would be an ideal weekend for me? I don't think I could fit everything I want to do into a weekend. I I don't know if it's because it's summer right now, but I would really, really enjoy right now a weekend lying on a beach in Kos, the Greek island of Kos. I went there once when I was 14. I absolutely adore the place, and I would just give anything to lie on the sand with my husband next to me and just nothing else, just lie there. And then of an evening, you know, you get dressed up, go out, have a dance, go to the karaoke bars, because Tingaki was where we stayed, and there was this whole street of just karaoke bars and restaurants. It was awesome. And then on the Sunday, I would probably go to Therma again, because it's the name of a natural hot spring in Kos, so I would go there again. But I would do nothing else. I wouldn't do any sightseeing or anything like that. If they still had the carriage rides up and down Tingaki Beach, I would do that again. But yeah, I suppose that. The only reason I wouldn't want my son with me, in case you're wondering, is because me and my husband, we don't live near family. We're 200 miles away from family. And we have no friends. Like, no friends at all that live near us. They all live 200, 300, 400 miles away, some of them. So we are literally just me and my husband. That is it. The only time we get to be husband and wife and not mom and dad is when our son's at nursery. So I would enjoy the chance to, you know, go away on holiday and not have my son there, so I could just revert back to being, I don't know, 19 or something. I can't think of any. To me, it's not so much words that are funny, as in you say it and everybody goes, "Ah, it's funny to say." I have a very dirty mind. It's something that none of you will know. I have a very, very dirty mind. And for me, the one word in the English language that has always made me giggle is moist. I know a lot of people share that, but moist makes me giggle. I don't know. 25? The thing is, I'm only 26 and I only know what it's like to be the ages I've already been, so being 25, that wasn't exactly the year my life was amazing, but you know, there's 25, you know, 25's not old, that people tell you you're too old to do things, but it's not so young that people tell you you're too young to do things. So my answer might change as I get older. I know when people get older, they say they loved it when they hit 30 or whatever, because they suddenly got this confidence that they never had, and their head was just clearer and they were more focused. So I don't know. At the moment, I would say 25. What's the funniest name I've heard of someone having? The funniest name I've heard of someone having is my dad said that at his primary school the head teacher was called Mr. Banks, and apparently on the last day of his primary school the teacher got up to give a speech and he was introduced by his secretary as Robin Banks. So yeah, I love that. This was a bit morbid. What would I do if I had 24 hours to live? Find a genie and ask for my 3 wishes. Yeah, I don't know. I have anxiety and I get very obsessed with death, but not in a good way. It terrifies me and I get very freaked out, and it causes me to go into quite deep bouts of depression, so I don't think about it. And I think what you would do if you found out you only had 24 hours to live, it's quite a common question people ask people, and I can understand why, it's quite interesting, but in truth, it's like, would you run if someone pointed a gun at your head, or would you stay and fight? You don't know, and until you're in that situation, I don't think you know, so the best answer I can give you is go and find a genie so that I can wish to live. I don't really know. I'm one of these weird people who it's like, I don't really have a favourite. It's situational. It's like, what's your favourite colour? I don't know. It's situational. I mean, I love red, but then sometimes I feel like green. I suppose I have to pick a food that I've never got bored of eating in my entire life, a food that I've eaten for many, many years and I've never got bored of eating it, and I've never been like, oh god, that again. Rice Krispies. The breakfast cereal, honestly. I love Rice Krispies. I could eat them till they come out my ears and I never get bored of them, so I'm guessing Rice Krispies would be the answer. As for drink, I love Pepsi. I love Pepsi Max, actually. More Pepsi Max than Pepsi. I love Pepsi. And I do really like rum. I love rum. I drink a lot of rum. So, yeah. This last question is from a friend of mine from Turkey, and she's actually teaching me Turkish, and she asked me, what do I think about Turkey as a country? And I wish I had a really great, profound answer for her, but I don't. And for any Turkish fans I have, I've never been to Turkey. I would love to go. There's lots of places in the world I would love to go, and Turkey is one of them. My nan went to Turkey a few times and she really, really enjoyed it there. I have quite a few family members who've been to Turkey and said that it's gorgeous. So I would definitely love to go, and I've heard good, positive things about it. So, you know, I know we had all that not so nice stuff that happened a couple of years ago, which I'll be honest makes me nervous, but you know, I met someone Turkish, albeit online, but I met this lady on Turkish online, and she's lovely and she's teaching me Turkish and she's just the nicest person in the world. So, you know, she often sends me pictures of like what she's doing, like I'm out with friends and things like that, and she sends me pictures of the food sometimes. Turkish food just looks so nice. I don't know if it's because it's foreign food, so it makes it a bit more exotic and exciting, but she sent me a picture of like a breakfast salad that she was having the other day, and I was like, that looks delicious. It's salad, but it looks delicious and I want it. So yeah, I would love to go to Turkey, and from what I've been told, it's a beautiful country. From what I've seen pictures wise, it's a gorgeous country. The people seem really nice and the food looks amazing. So yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about Turkey. So right, that was it for my part 2 of my Q&A. I hope it was illuminating for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Some of those more off-the-cuff questions, they were quite hard to answer. I promised I wouldn't go into this already pre-planned answers because I wanted it to be really organic. And I thought these questions would be pretty simple. I thought it wouldn't be too difficult, but it turns out they're quite hard to answer, so yeah. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't babble too much. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And just hit that little bell if you'd like to be notified. If you don't want to be notified, that's fine. But if you would like to. If you have any further questions, any questions at all that you would like to ask that haven't been answered, please put them in the comment section, and eventually when I have 10 questions I will do another Q&A. Don't forget to check out the other 2 parts of this 3-part Q&A. You'll have part 1 now, and then part 2. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all soon. And tell me, I'm curious, if a genie granted you 3 wishes, tell me what you'd wish for. Bye.